Hey guys, today is just a normal day in my village home here at my unfinished house, and I just decided why wasn't I sharing me making chapatis in my unfinished house? And I had just started the first process, so I just decided that let me just stay with my viewers as we make chapatis. Guys, I'm a very good cook. I'm the kind of person who cooks very good food. So let's just cook this chapati and beef in a short minute, guys. So hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. If you're new here, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment and let me just know what you think about my videos. It's afternoon here, and my daughter had told me that she's missing chapatis. So I just decided that it would be a beautiful day because it's so cool down here in the village. So I said, and I just said, look, let me share with my viewers me doing chapati and beef. Yeah, guys. So I always make sure my chapatis are round. You know, today's kids, they don't like having the skill that they pick at home. When I was growing up, it was very serious, by the way, because each and every child was meant to learn a skill, something that you like doing, and you start doing it. I was born in a family of 8, and if I can recall very clearly, our firstborn loved doing things like making windows. It's called welding. My second born sister was a nurse, but she still learned a skill from my mother. She loved tailoring. She just loved sewing. I remember my third born sister was, crocheting. Yeah, she loved crocheting. You could actually see at home when we were young, us when the younger ones even learned from the older ones. You could see someone is always doing something with herself. So our third born sister, I could see her crocheting. My fourth born sister loved plating, and she used it to make a few shillings because she could plate almost relatives, uh, neighbors. Like Christmas Day, I saw her I plait people's hair and make some little money and take us somewhere to the beach for the holiday. Each and every person had a skill. My brother loved to draw. So I think we were just a creative family. It's just that we never realized early what kind of people we are, so that we could pursue those dreams at an early stage. My brother was an artist. My brother could draw. Hey, that boy could draw. Let me change this chapati. My brother could draw. As in, I wondered. My brother could do things when he was very young that left me. Let me get something for the oil before I come back to you guys. Yeah, guys, I'm back. So, like I was saying, my brother could draw. That was our fifth one. Then, my sister, the seventh one, she loved just moving around, and she's just somebody, I think she was social, she was outgoing, she would just go. And then she just loved cooking, somehow cooking and cleaning. Also, my third born sister, she was cleaning. They could clean. They never wanted to see that at home. Then came me. I was the seventh born in my family. Me, I was a narrator, a reciter, drama, singing. Guys, I used to entertain my family in the evenings on Sundays. On Sundays evening or Saturdays evening, my mother made me stand and recite like a poem. It was such a beautiful family. I miss my mother so much. So you just stand there and the way maybe for example there was a poem in school or in church, you practice. So you just stand there and you recite your poem. And I was very good at it that I would entertain them and they honestly really loved it. My dad loved it. That I could just stand there and I remember so well reciting the birth of Jesus Christ, and I would come home to practice. And the birth of Jesus Christ came about this way. When his mother made, and imagine they thought I was a very good English speaker then because most of the poems, the drama festivals, they came in English. When I went to high school, when I went to high school, I joined the singing group. I did a duet that took me to national school, and I was in drama festival, and I ended up doing music in high school. But I don't know, creativity was not so much taken seriously. I wish they did, because even when I started teaching, because I went for a teaching course. And when I started teaching, most of the things I did in the school with the kids was training them drama, music, and all that. So the cooking skill is something I think you have to know. Growing up in that kind of family, there's no way you'd say you can't cook. Because my mother was very serious about cooking. Extremely serious. Like, how? Why don't you know how to cook? And we were always reminded that your husband. So for me, I love cooking. It's something I just love doing. I would rather not wash dishes. I am washing dishes today because I don't have a choice. I live alone with my younger daughter. She's still young. People are saying 18 years they're supposed to do this, do that. No, I don't want to turn my child to a slave. I don't want her to feel that it's about cleaning. No, people can learn even without being pushed to do these things. Girls learn. Girls learn from watching you that you do it. They will do it in their homes. They will do it in their lives. Just do it. Don't overwork your children because yeah, they have to do households. I had someone telling me that your daughter has to be washing clean. She was. She clean. But I don't have to put her like she's going to be paid. No. Hey, it's getting hot. I'm giving you too much stories. So, like us, we loved. Hope you can see this. So, today's children are mostly learning skills from school. But guys, us, we learned uh, so many skills at home, not in school. In school, you go and present what you loved. Because if you loved singing, you had to start it from home. Because from me, where I grew up, my mother loved to sing gospel. She had a voice. So we used to sing at home. So if you love singing, you just pick it from there. My mother uh, was an all-purpose person because my mother made our clothes. My mother could cook. My mother was a clean woman. My mother, actually, my mother showed me things that I will do on another video. that I will have to do. It will be after I'm able to do the subscription thing, because it's not a video that you can share with everyone. But I one day share with you the kind of things that my mother, how to take care of your husband and all that. And you know, when I got married after a few years, you had people saying like, how can you do that for your husband? You know, how can you wash his, whatever. And I don't know. I think somehow, somewhere, the society lost it with this Beijing thing. The women went to Beijing and they came back. They wanted to be like the Mzungu woman, and they were like, I can't do this, I can't do that. But I think there was so much harmony then in families, because you just knew what you could do and you did it. I'm not saying that in our house there was nothing like you are a boy that you cannot cook. You could cook, but because we were so many girls, like me, I can tell you the truth. I never cooked in my mother's house because we are five sisters. I'm the younger sister. So these guys, they organize themselves. Oh, sorry. They organized themselves and they knew who is cooking, who is cleaning, who is doing this. On Saturday we woke up in the morning, and you know what you're doing. You are washing the sitting room and where the other one is out washing clothes. The other person has gone to the market, because my mom was a working woman. My mom was never at home. When my mom was not working, my mom was spreading the gospel of God. She never stayed at home. I never saw my mom at home, not at all. Because my mom, when she was not, and when she was at home, maybe she had invited her Christians. Maybe she's matching some two people to get married. She was all a lot of a busy woman. But the way we were trained as young people, we were trained to do tasks at home that I remember mostly I did they call it washa jiko. Leave in a comment section, let me know what it says in English. You know, nowadays we use gas. Me, my children have never done the jiko thing. Me, my children have never done the jiko thing. My children have never done the stove thing. My children have done the gas thing. But I can tell you, me, I did the jiko thing at home when I was young, and it really made me hate that life. Some of those things that, leave a comment section. Let me just know what are the kind of things that made you hate, part of your childhood that just made you like, oh my goodness, when will this stop? There are things I hated. Guys, I hated going outside there and they would shout and call me, Eliza, Eliza, could I wash a jiko? Oh my goodness. Whenever I would just hear that, I would feel so bad. I would feel so bad. And I kept on telling myself, me, when I grow up, I'll never do it. I'll never use jiko. I'll never use these things. And actually, God has been faithful. I use them. I use them because I love, not because someone is forcing me. No, 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 no. I use because I want to. When I go there, if you've been watching my videos, I'm using firewood and I don't feel bad. So usually, because I'm not buying foil, I'm not spending money on those things. When I buy bread and these peppers remain, I clean them and I use them to make my chapati softer. Because when you do this, your chapatis remain softer the whole night. You can eat them until tomorrow without them drying or becoming crunchy. So you don't have to insist that you must buy the clean, it's called the clean pepper or what? The clean shelf. You don't have to buy that. If you don't have money, use what you have. For me, in my village home, it's affordable living. And that's something that is very serious, that has to be taken very serious. Affordable living. I use what I have. So when I buy bread, after eating bread, I take those two peppers. I just keep them, then I clean them. When I want to use something, I just get them and I use. Why is it become hot like that? Yeah, so my chapatis come out very soft. If I keep my chapatis even for 3 days, you won't believe it that they are taken 3 days. So another thing that I hated in my mother's house was the way we ate. We the way the younger ones were meant to sit down on the floor and eat on the floor. And guys, I never liked it because there were those parts of what we are going to eat and what we are not going to eat. For example, I've done a video on what I hate. My mother would feed me. My mother liked giving us the smaller ones, the chicken legs. The chicken legs were for the young person. So I used to hate when I visit my uncle's house. I used to visit another. I visited my another uncle. You know the way you visit a relative. You're given the you know the leg, not the leg but the thigh. And at home, you're forced that you must eat the chicken legs or the head. Guys, I used to hate that. I've done a video about it. That how many years later? Is it 42 years later? I come to discover that chicken legs are so healthy with collagen that I personally go to buy chicken legs. I come and boil and I drink the soup. Oh my goodness, people, this life, everything is just a lesson. Stay calm. Everything in this life is just a learning process. Stay calm, stay humble. Stay calm, stay humble. Imagine when I got married, when I get back to my daughter and my son, I told myself that my children will not eat chicken legs and they will not eat the heads. So anytime I went to buy chicken in the most expensive butchers, and even if I would slaughter the chicken, of which I never used to do, I came to do later on in my life because I hated those parts. I never wanted to see them. You know, those childhood traumas that you've instilled in yourself. So my children would eat the thighs. And it was special that even if it means I have to buy two chicken, I would buy two chicken so that they have enough chicken thighs, you know, and the breast. No way are they going to eat the legs. But today, oh my goodness, I'm the one advising them. By the way, do you know if we would have started eating those chicken legs a long time ago, I would not be having problems with my bones. Like I'm saying, this life is just harmless. It's just full of, it's a process. It's full of learning process. Just stay humble and just learn. Whatever your parent gives you, just appreciate because they have a reason why they want you to eat that. Yeah, so what I do with my chapatis, I use this. You can see that already it's getting so soft. It gets very soft when you cover with this nylon paper. The one for the green with the bread. Yeah, so this is exactly what I do. Then I just cover it. When you cover it like this, I can promise you 3 days soft chapatis. 3 days you can have serious soft chapatis, extremely soft. Let's do the nyama. I want to do the beef. This is simple homemade meal. Simple homemade meal. You don't need to struggle with it. Simple homemade meal. Don't need to struggle with it. You just do what you can do. So I loved cooking, but trust me, when I got married, I struggled with cooking, especially cooking traditional family food like ugali. You know, when I got married, I went to visit my mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law wanted me to do those, you know, uh, house shows. And you know, house shows from the village was different from house shows in the city, because as we lived in a town, for me there was water in my mother's house, tap water. That one I cannot lie to you. Those days, Kenya, like for example, as we lived in apartments, the type of apartments, the first apartments those years. And I can promise you, there was running water, there was electricity. When you came out from our house, you never stepped on soil. It was well done home. And our neighbors were just Indians. My father was an engineer. And he tried to give us a better life, part of it. Just that things happened. He lost his job. I always think that there was so much witchcraft in our family, that my father lost his job, and so much happened that it's a story for another day. But when I went to visit my mother-in-law and they wanted me to carry water on my head, I had never carried water on my head. I carried water on my head the first time when I went for presidential award, because I was a member of presidential award in our school. And we went for presidential award. Then we were going to fetch water from somewhere. There was a small river, so we go to fetch water so that we come and bathe. That was the first time I carried water on my head. Otherwise, I had never carried water on my head. So when I got married, I went to the village and I carried water on my head. Guys, story for another day. Someone is calling me, and I can't stop this video because I really have to finish this. Just let me finish this. I'm cutting this tomato as big as because there's a way I want to make this. I want to leave it boil for a very long time. I want to let it boil for a long time. just cover it for a while. So I just add a little chili, a little salt, and I want it to just be paprika, just a little paprika. And that way, where did I put it? I don't seem to find something. Then I'm just going to add sour milk. Going to add sour milk. And that's it for today, guys. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon, just making my dinner with my daughter. I appreciate you always coming to support me on my channel. Please, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment, and let me just know what you think about my videos. If you're a returning subscriber, God bless you. God honestly bless you. For me, I don't take it for granted. I honestly really appreciate you. And guys, I've started a new channel where I'll just be sharing after 50 no edits, real talks, real travel talks, real life talks, just the way it is, as it is, without filter. Please don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, and see you on another video. Bye guys, thank you, and I love you.